We've got a very special guest joining us live from Andorra, the cyclist and a good friend of mine, Mark Cavendish, who's taking a break from the Tour de France. Mark, how you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. Right, how are you, mate?
It's good to see you, mate. It's good to see you. Look, we'll get onto the cycling shortly. You've had an amazing Tour de France so far. But first, let's get your reaction to England's defeat to Italy at the Euros. You've got some Italian riders on your team, actually. And has there been banter this week leading into this game? How's it feeling today?
Fair bit. Yeah, it was a bit heartbreaking, wasn't it, last night? Actually, my roommate's one of the Italians, so we was watching on TV, and yeah, there was screams down the corridor. Like the boys did good all tournament, really, didn't they? You know, I think it is second. I know what it's like to get second, but look, like when you can hold yourself as exemplary of the lads have over the whole tournament, on and off the pitch, then like that's something that we as a nation can be proud of. That for sure, you know.
Mark, it's Bella here. Nice to see you. We know that you know the likes of Jordan Henderson and helped him on his recovery from injury. How difficult is it to overcome setbacks like this at the highest level of sports?
Easy, especially when, you know, like we've seen awful stuff on social and that, on social media and that. Like when stuff's coming from outside, like it can be hard to get in the mindset of coming back stronger, you know. But that's what sets elite people, not just sports people, apart, is the ability to bounce back, you know, and from injury, from upset, and that's what we want to see. At least we know now we've got an England team that you know, we can have hope going into the next major tournaments, that it's not just going to be kind of, oh, can we get through? Can we get through? We know we got one of the best teams in the world now, and if you can turn like the disappointment of last night into like a positivity, that we know, you know, we got this great group of lads, and we know for the future then things are bright. So.
That's what we want this morning, Marky. Positivity, putting last night behind us, looking forward to the World Cup. We have got a great group of players, you're right. Look, you've spoken in the past, Mark, okay, about battling with depression. It'll be tough for some of those players waking up today, especially the guys that miss the penalties. What is your advice to them, coming from one champion that you are? What is your advice to someone that's taken a knockback last night?
I'll tell you, they probably got the best person in charge with Southgate. Obviously, 25 years ago, he couldn't be in. They couldn't have a better leader there, and you saw how he's led them through everything. I think for me, they've got the best person to help them through that. You know, they got it really looks like a team that works together, and I think that's the most important thing, is having the people around you that support you, that'll get you through it, and. That's a close-knit group, that is. I think if they all stick together, especially, it's going to be quite easy for them to bounce back.
Yeah. Mark, now let's come to you and cycling. Just before this tour, you and I was cycling through the Essex lanes, the first time we've cycled together. It has to be me that has given you this success. Do you agree?
That was always going to come, wasn't it? That was always going to come, right. I tell you, do you remember how your legs were the day after? That's how I feel now. Like, I'm so tired, man. But no, it was good. It was funny. We was talking about it. I didn't even know I was coming here then, did I? And then to be winning 4 stages and that, it's pretty nuts. But yeah, if I've got any major competitions coming up, you're going to have to get back on your bike, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, Mark, you're playing it down a little bit. You're like, oh yeah, to win for it's pretty good. But what a comeback you've had. This is an amazing tour that you're having, called in at the last minute, no stage wins since 2016, and you've got the chance to equal Eddy Merckx's all-time record. Did you think that was possible, or did you think your chance might have gone?
I don't know, Belle. I didn't really think about it. I was just doing my job, you know. Like, I've had hard times, you know, and like we can say about the lads last night, you just got to bounce back. You got to believe in yourself. You got to know you can do it, and that's what I did. I just fought the last few years, and like things kind of fell into place. and you just got to grab that opportunity. And yeah, to be tying the all-time stage win record at the Tour de France is something like 13 years I've been at this, and like that always seemed kind of unachievable. But yeah, whatever the circumstances, it's nice to be there. I'm with an incredible team with the Cunning Quick Step, and they've believed in me, and we got here, I guess. So.
What do you think the key to your success is, except for cycling with me and me teaching you a few things? But what do you think the key to your success is, Mark? Why are you feeling so strong and so good at the moment?
I think it's a belief. That's it, really. You know, just like obviously I train good, but I've got an incredible team around me. Like in cycling's odd because there's only one guy who crosses the finish line, but like in football, there's a whole team behind it, not just who's competing, but the whole support staff and that as well. And I've got an incredible place here. Like my team they don't just deliver me in the sprint finishes, they get me through the mountains. Like I don't get through the mountains really well. And we're here, I'm on the rest day here in Andorra, and we had to get here, you know, and you have to get through to be able to start the next day, and they never leave my side. And I think that's been the key thing, is having this great group of guys around me, just believing in me and sacrificing themselves. So.
Yeah. Mark, rest day on the Tour. What do you riders get up to on your day off, apart from you taking some time out to speak to your favourite duo?
Well, we've got to go on bike. I'm not just here, I don't just cruise around in my cycling kit, you know. We're actually just straight after this, we're going out for a little ride. It's kind of, you say training ride, but it's pretty easy. It'll be probably a bit harder than we went riding. I'm joking. We go, it's quite, go for a little spin, otherwise our legs seize up and that. But it's quite hilly here in Andorra, so like the speed will go, you'd think, it's not possible Tour de France riders can go that slow, really. But it's still nice weather. Just get out a little bit and then just get in bed and stay in bed the whole day, really.
Mark, just it's quite windy there, so if you can block the speaker at all, it'd be great. It's kind of cutting your voice out a little bit, but just do what you can, no worries. Listen, no Olympics for you this year. Do you expect Team GB to be as dominant on the track as they have been in recent games?
I'd hope so. I've got a lot of friends. Obviously, the structures there has changed a lot since the last Olympics. Don't think over the last years they've been quite as successful, but GB always raise it for the Olympics, you know. For one, I'll be cheering not just the cyclists, but the whole of Team GB at the Olympics. I'll be sad not to be there, but that's how life goes, isn't it?
Joining us today, honestly, really appreciate it. Sorry about the wind and noise, but Mark, we still heard lots of your amazing comments on the game last night, and of course your success. So keep smashing it, and congratulations, and we'll see you soon.